Where you are in life right now is not who you are, okay? Who you were has created the life that you're living right now, but who you are is a different version of yourself. You have felt pain. You have learned lessons, hopefully. You have gone through things that previous self didn't know or hadn't experienced. And now you are equipped with a different perspective, with different skills, and a better understanding of what decisions need to be made to change the outcome that you are currently living in. So you have to understand that if you look at it as if what you're experiencing right now as who you are closing off the ability to make any changes to the current circumstances. If you look around and your whole life is a shit show, all right, you can't look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, I'm just a piece of shit. That's not how it works. Actually, what happened was the person that you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, made some uneducated and probably instant gratification minded decisions that have created this outcome that you are unsatisfied with, and that is not who you are. Now who you are is someone who has learned that creating things comes from the decisions that you made many, many months and years ago. So when you have the perspective that, you know what, I'm not a piece of shit, I just made some bad decisions, that opens us up to make better decisions, which creates a better outcome. And this is the mystery of life.
I need you to clear your mind of every single thing that's in it that's stopping you from being successful. The first one is what everybody else thinks. One, here's what I need y'all to do for me. I only need you to worry about what one person thinks. Right? I know this is gonna blow some of y'all mind. But why is it that your parents, great human beings, great character, they're not entrepreneurs? How is it that they can make you feel bad about something that you're doing that they know absolutely nothing about? Well, you think I'm playing when I say one. I mean it. You got to be on one accord. So whatever the 10 principles or the 20 principles or the 30 principles, if you're not going to do all the principles that he's doing, if you're not going to have minds that he has, you're not going to be able to get the stuff. You're not going to be able to do you can't do 50-50. It's not a 50-50 split. You can't decide I'm going to do this part, but I'm not going to do this part. Does that make sense?
This is why many of you repeat the same cycles over and over and over and over again, because you look at the environment you are currently in and you say, well, I'm just not good enough, or I'm just not that kind of person, or you know what, I'm just a loser. You are not a loser. You are just losing. And you are losing because the person that you were before lacked the perspective or the understanding that the decisions that person was making were going to create an outcome that was not desirable. But now you've learned that lesson, haven't you? Now you've figured out that maybe that person that you were before is not who the person you are today. And if you had the same opportunity to make the same decisions today, you would make different decisions.
Getting successful, whatever you consider successful, if it's rich, whatever, it's not a magic trick. It's not God picks certain people he'll make rich and certain people he don't. He gives all of us as his children the power of choice. You have a say-so in that. You can decide to be rich, and with God's help, it's highly doable. But you first have to think it. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. It's not what makes it hard. Is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See, but you got to change, though.
Because that's what's going to change things. Nothing is going to be changed by you sitting in front of the TV, eating more shit, consuming more mindless information, being more of a loser than you already are. That's not going to fix the situation. That's going to produce more of what you don't want, and probably a more intense, harder version of what you don't want. So you really only have two choices here. You have the choice to accept your reality as who you are and live your life as that person from now until you die, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to do, or you have the ability to acknowledge that, hey, the life I'm currently living is the result of the decisions of that person back then. I am no longer that person, and now I'm equipped to make better decisions that will produce a different outcome when time does its thing. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in 30 days. But if you make better decisions about your life now, 2, 3, 5 years from now, you're going to be a completely different person in a completely different environment. And when you become that person who is aware and skilled and understands that their actions create a reaction, and you're also living in the life that you want to live in, that's a powerful thing, because you can continue down that path of prosperity and winning, which is what you're ultimately after.
You have a decision to make. You have control of this. This belongs to you. This is yours. You're the captain, you're the master, you're the foreman, you're the general, you're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody, especially the devil. Do not let Satan come in here and function and operate, because he has one mission: to keep you off course, to make you not think it's possible, to make you think that God don't hear you. His job is only to destroy you, to make sure that you don't become what God intended for you to become. That's the mission of the devil.
You're not a loser. You've just made decisions that have created an environment that feels like it. Acknowledge that, take responsibility for that, start making better decisions right now, and before you know it, you'll be living a different life. Things will look better. You will feel better. You will have better friendships. You will have better relationships. You will have higher income. You will have a much better quality of existence. But you cannot do that if you identify your current living situation as your identity. It is simply not true. The decisions that you made back then produce this environment, and the decisions you make today will produce the environment later. And whether that environment turns out to be something that you want or more of the same of what you have right now has to do with you taking responsibility and understanding that life is inputs and outputs. It is math. It is 1 + 1 = motherfucking 2. And if you want a better outcome, you got to make better decisions. There is no blaming your life on anybody else. Contrary to what victim culture says, contrary to what's popular on the internet, contrary to what everybody cries about and blames everything on, it's just not true.
I don't have any of that. Where do I start with all that? Cool. I get it. Just dial in your diet. Just dial in your diet. And what does that mean? Figure out how much protein you need, which is probably going to be 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body weight that you want to keep. So if you're like 240 pounds and your goal is to be 180 pounds, take in 180 grams of protein a day, and then lower your carb and fat intake, and then just go to 2 workouts a week at your local Fit Body Boot Camp. 2 workouts a week at a local Fit Body Boot Camp and meet your protein requirements while just 20% reduction in fat and carbs. Those 2 things. Change nothing else. Change nothing else. Keep that negative mindset. Keep that shitty attitude. Keep drinking a lot of coffee as long as it's not laden with sugar. Because as you start losing weight and getting stronger and more fit, it will bleed into your attitude. And before you know it, you have no choice but to develop a positive mindset, greater emotional discipline, more energy.
Now you can make any decision you want to produce the outcome that you're seeking to have. So stop thinking this is someone else's fucking fault. And stop talking about freedom. And stop talking about someone else coming to save the day. Or somebody has to do something. That somebody is and always has been and always will be you.